Hello guys, today I'm at Tesla Heathrow where I'm driving the Model X. As you can imagine, I'm pretty excited. I've never driven a Tesla before and I've never driven an electric car, so this is something new for me. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's all about, so let's have a look around and have a quick spin. Okay guys, so Model X. Now it is quite windy today and I am next to a main road, so I'm not going to spend too much time outside, so let's give you a quick walk around. Does look pretty good in this metallic blue, which is a £1,000 extra, I believe. Driver's door, just press a button there and it opens automatically. And then when you jump in, put your foot on the brake and the door closes automatically, but I will show you that in a few moments. So let's close that door like so. And because this is the Model X, of course it has got the Falcon wing door, so press this button here and it comes up like so. Now don't think that those doors open up really widely, because they don't. So if I come around here and pop it down, you'll see that they don't take up a lot of space to open and close, which is good for tight car parks, of course. Come around to the back and let me show you the boot. So again, this is also automatic. There's a button, can't find the button. There we go. So this model has got 7 seats. Normally you would get 5. So again, these are an optional extra. I think they're £4,000. I need to double check that. So that is quite an expensive option, I'm sure you'll agree. But with the seats in, the boot isn't massive, as you would expect, but you can fold these down. In fact, there's a button here. There we go. And you just pop it forward like so. And then to get the boot closed, push this button and down it comes. Right. There's also a boot at the front, or as Tesla calls it, a front trunk, which can be used, of course, for extra storage if needs be. Right, so let's just pop that seat back up, shall we? As you can see, it doesn't take a lot of space to open. So all these seats slide backwards and forwards, so that we just adjust the focus. So autofocus on this camera isn't always brilliant. There we go. And to pop the seat back up, you literally just press this button down here, and then you can fold it back up, and the headrest goes like so. Oh, just knocked the camera. There we go. So let's close this down again. There we go. Marvellous, right, so let's head on inside, because like I say, it is quite windy and it is quite noisy where I am. So again, push the button like so. Oh, that's better. Right, and then to close the door, foot on brake pedal. Oh, there we go. Clear handy. So one of the first things you're greeted by is this digital display, which looks really nice. It's really nice and slick. But the other thing, which is very slick, is this massive touchscreen at 17 inches. It's so big, in fact, that I need to zoom all the way out for it. It is a very big interface and it has got lots of controls, as you would imagine. Inside, as you can probably see, it's white leather, which isn't really my cup of tea, but the seats are rather nice. The dashboard, it's got a nice soft touch to it. It's got like an Alcantara effect, a suede effect. It's quite nice. You've got leather as well, and you've got leather on the door panels as well. And you've also got a dark headlining, which is so dark that you can't really see it too well on camera. But yes, the inside is a nice place to be. Naturally, you've got a leather steering wheel as well. But let's talk you through the actual features. So as you can imagine, it's got quite a lot of these. So I'm not going to run through all of them, because obviously I'm sure you want to know how the car drives. I don't want to waffle on for too long. So you've got music. There we go. Music. So you've got Spotify. Of course, you have navigation, calendar. Press it again. There we go. Calendar, phone not connected. What's this graph actually? Oh, trip computer. So let me just focus that a little bit more. There we go. There we go. And that's just internet. And you've got the cameras around the car. And there we go. So again, you've got phone controls, but there's no phone connected at the moment. So let me come down here. So down here you've got all the controls. So that's for volume. That's just for the radio. It's not tuned in. Well, it is tuned in, but it's not tuned in to a station. Let's turn it off. So you've got the controls for the heated seats. Now all the seats in this car are heated, but that is also an optional extra. But in the standard car, the front seats are heated, so that's something to bear in mind. Got climate control down here, more climate control, more heated seats, and then you've got controls. Right, so let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so you've got a plethora of driving modes, well, driving settings I should say. Doors, there we are, shows you which doors are open. You can open doors from here, there we go. Just open the passenger door, I can open the driver's door. Let's close that. Did I say close? Close all. The door doesn't want to close. Okay. There we go. It's now. No. It appears you have to hold it down. Right. Okay. So it's also got charging information. So at the moment I have got 193 miles of range, which is absolutely fine because I'm not going to be driving that far anyway. Let's get rid of that. Back down to controls. So yes, I can open up the left balcony door if I wanted, which is just opened. And then let's close it back down. And I have to say this interface is really nice. It's very smooth, it's very slick, and yes, it's presented very well. Got settings for the seats, so I can move them backwards and forwards. So let me just turn that around. Hopefully you can see it, guys. There we go. You can change the suspension, so you can either have it set very low, standard, high, or very high. And one clever thing about the Model X, and I think the Model S has the same kind of functionality, whereby it's GPS based. So say for example, if you drive to work and there's quite a big speed hump at work that you need to raise the suspension for, what it will do, it will learn where you drive and the settings. So let's say you've got it in very low mode in normal driving, but you approach, like I say, you approach your workplace where it's got a high speed bump, it will automatically recognise where you are and raise the suspension up to the desired height so you get over the speed bump, so you don't need to adjust it yourself, which is very clever. Driving mode, so let me just come down here. Right, so you've got steering mode, you've got comfort, standard, or sport. Also got slip start. Now, because this is the 90D, this isn't the faster Model X, it doesn't have ludicrous mode, so it doesn't have anything of that nature, but it's still pretty fast. 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. It's got cold weather, so obviously, like I say, all the seats are heated, and the steering wheel is also heated as well. You've got your trip computers, displays, e-brake and power off, and then down here you can change your ambient lighting, so I can turn on the lights in here, which, there you go, that way you get a better idea of the headlining as well. So let's turn that off. Yes, and obviously you can change the outside lights as well, so I can have auto, I can have dipped beams, or just side lights, or I can just simply turn it off. So yes, that is a walk through the kind of display screen, and like I say, it is a pretty good infotainment system. Right, okay, so, and on the steering wheel, again, let me just focus it. On the steering wheel, you've got volume controls, track controls. Here you've got voice recognition. Again, let me just get the focus right. There we go, guys. And here you can focus. You can scroll down all the relevant controls in here as well. Oh, let me just press it again. There we go. So temperature, fan speed, display brightness, recent calls, contacts, and so forth. And press that button again, and then you get your range and so forth. So it tells you what you've done since your last charge. So 5.6 miles, 2.6 kilowatts per hour, and so forth. Right, let's get on the move, shall we? So, foot on the brake pedal and put it into drive by bringing it down. Oh, it's telling me the second row of seats is unlatched, so bear with me a few moments. There we go. Right, now it should let me be on my way. And away we go. And it's really weird just setting off in a car and there's silence. Really, really bizarre. It means you can hear the rain even more. It's just literally started raining. It's not a very nice day in the UK today. And it's just weird driving a car, obviously, because it's electric. There's no noise. Well, there's a little bit of whirring from the motor, so if I put my foot down again, you can hear that, which isn't quite the same as a petrol engine or a diesel engine, of course. But yeah, this car is pretty fast. Now, let me talk you through the performance. It's got 371 brake horsepower. That means you'll hit 62 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. So this isn't the fastest Model X, as I may have already said. This is for 90D, it's not the P100D, so you don't get ludicrous mode or anything like that. But even so, it's definitely one of the fastest SUVs money can buy. As I say, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds, which is pretty rapid in all honesty. You know, that's quicker than a hot hatch. So yes, that's definitely impressive, and because it's electric, the power is instant, like a light switch. So I can't really do anything at the moment. I've got this van in front of me, but like I say, put your foot down and it'll just go. Now the visibility is very good. You've got this massive windscreen which stretches all the way back, all the way up to here, and it means it gives you like a nice panoramic view. The seats are very nice. I'm not a big fan of the white leather, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. I just think they're just asking for a milkshake or a chocolate bar or, you know, an ice cream to be stained into them, in all honesty. But it adds a touch of luxury. So since filming, someone has stated to me that the seats are stain resistant, so you needn't worry about anything like that. But yes, these seats are still really white. In fact, they're called ultra white, so I'd still have a bit of caution if I were you. The steering wheel is trimmed in leather. Of course, it's very nice, it's well weighted, and it feels really chunky actually. It does feel rather good in the hands. That power is literally electric. Just no time at all. It makes you think that the 0 to 62 time is probably a little bit pessimistic, because the get up and go is really impressive. But like I say, it's still really unnerving not having any kind of engine sound to accompany it. Rather bizarre. So the Model X is certainly not the cheapest car going. It starts at just over £75,000. I believe it's £75,400. So yes, that is a fair bit of money, but you do get a lot of technology for your money as well. Of course, you get the very nice interior, you get the big 17-inch display screen, and you get the display screen that I have in front of me. So the base model 75D, that starts at £75,400, but I'm in the 90D, which starts from around £84,000. But this one has had quite a few options fitted to it, so this one is priced at £106,000. Yes, I know, that is a lot of money. I should have given you some fair warning to sit down before I gave you that figure. So yes, that is a lot of money, but it is a rather nice place to be in here. Now, what that extra money is for, it's for the colour. I believe that's £1,000. The two extra seats on the back. It's also got the premium package, I think Tesla called it, which has got the heated seats for all the seats rather than the front two seats. It's also got a heated steering wheel as well. Other technology, it's got cameras all around the car. So on the display here, whenever I pass a car, it gives me like warnings if I'm too close to them. And although it's a big car to drive, parking it isn't too bad because it has got lots of sensors and it's got lots of cameras. And it rides quite well. The suspension is a little bit on the firm side, but it's not all too bad all the same. Right, let's take it out onto the open road and see what it's like on faster roads, shall we? Right, so I'm doing 21 now, foot hard down. Whoa! Up to 50 in no time at all. So yes, this car will get a move on pretty well. A rather nerdy fact for you. Did you know that the Model X has got the lowest drag coefficient of any SUV that's currently on the market? This means it's more aerodynamic, which means that you get better range. Now in regards to range, so I haven't actually mentioned that yet. So range is 303 miles, which, you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't think electric cars are really the future. I just think that when you live in a world which so many things have to be charged up, the last thing you want to do is to add cars to that rather extensive list. But because it's a Tesla, you've got superchargers, you've got quite a few superchargers across the country. Oh, it's been a crash there. Oh dear, quite a bad one. There's quite a few superchargers in and around the country, of course. At the moment, I have got, what is my range? 186 miles. So back to what I was saying, I don't think electric cars are really the future, but as a woman at Tesla pointed out, this has a 303 mile range. The chances are you're not going to be doing that kind of mileage every day, so you can, you know, this is a car you can use every day, take it home, plug it into the wall, and then wake up next morning and away you go, you've got a full battery again. So yes, I can kind of see that benefit, but I don't know, I'm not really sold on electric cars, if truth be told. So the sat-nav has got some pretty decent features as well. So if you pop in your destination, it will tell you how much range it will take to get there, which is pretty clever. So you know in advance whether or not you can make it, because the last thing you want to do is set your sat-nav up to, I don't know, a business meeting or a family occasion or something quite important, only to find that, you know, you're almost there and you're running out of range. And you know, no one likes range anxiety, do they? Let's be honest. And it also shows you if you want to do a round trip, so if you're going somewhere where you're going to be going there and coming back, again it will tell you that your estimated range and how much battery you will use up, which is really handy. It certainly makes planning ahead a lot easier. So a rather unique feature that the Model X has is a bioweapons defense system. No, I'm not joking. Now, that's not to say that it's got nuclear weapons on board or anything like that. What it has, though, is a HEPA filter. I think I pronounced that correctly. So basically, let's say there's been some sort of bioweapons attack, or there's been some sort of global catastrophe. It has a special filter whereby it filters out all the bad stuff, and all the air that comes into the car is nice and pure, and it's also safe. And it's also handy for things like pollution, allergens, that kind of thing as well. That's quite a cool feature. Probably an unnecessary one in regards to the bioweapons sort of aspect, but still good to have just in case. You never know what's around the corner, do you? I hope it's not around the next corner though. Right, how much range have I got? 184, it's not too bad. It hasn't actually gone down that much whilst I've been driving the car, so I have been rather conservative, but I'm driving it kind of in and around town, so I can't really hit any crazy speeds anyway. Bit of a squeak from the window there. Ah, so these are the sun visors. So instead of the sun visors being in front of you, they're to the side, so they come out like so. Oh, blimey, they're actually quite big. Yeah, it's quite a nice touch. Right, away we go. In regards to getting a good driving position, that's made very easy because the steering wheel has got a good level of adjustment, which is all electric, and the seat also has a good level of adjustment, and again that's also electric. So the suspension is on the firm side. It's not uncomfortable, but you will notice that over some bigger bumps it does thud a little bit. I don't think there's any way of changing the modes. You can change the steering mode, but if I go into controls, suspension, I can alter the ride height, but I can't set anything else. So in regards to autonomous technology, now this Model X doesn't have that. It has the hardware capable of delivering such performance, but it hasn't got the software in order to do so. So obviously we are looking at a world where autonomous cars are very much the future of motoring, and they will be coming in a few years' time, but this particular model doesn't have anything like that. However, it does have autonomous emergency braking, and it does have lane departure warning as well, so it has got a fair amount of safety features. I think the person at Tesla said it had 8 airbags, so yeah, it's nice and safe. It will keep your family safe. And of course, it's got that special air filter I mentioned earlier, the HEPA filter, or the HEPA, however you want to pronounce it. How does the car handle? Well, it handles pretty well, in all honesty. Now, it may be an SUV, but the body roll isn't too bad at all, and the grip is pretty decent. So let me just go around this roundabout. I know it's not the greatest test for handling. And steering feels pretty good in sport mode. I'll take it around here. The grip is pretty good. There's not a lot of body roll, in all honesty. A little bit of lean into that corner, but it's by no means awful. So then, the Tesla Model X. It's fast, it's comfortable, it's refined, it has lots of technology, it's a nice place to be, but what are my final thoughts? So there we are, my drive in the Tesla Model X is now over. The rain is starting to come down pretty hard, so I'm going to wrap this up pretty quickly. Have I been converted to electric cars? No, but having said that, it was good to experience one. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for more car obsession.